What is up, y'all? Dylan back here. As you can see, I am not home. I am actually house sitting. I started doing that this morning. In this video, I'm going to talk about the Atlanta Braves. I'm going to talk about their disappointing season. Talk about Brian Snitker retiring and stepping down as manager, and the fact that the Braves will have a new manager next season. But before I get into all of that, subscribe to the channel if you're new, smash the like button and the notification bell, share this video and my channel to your social media outlets, hit me up on Twitter at Dylan Blurton, Twitter handle will be in the description. If you're feeling generous, and you want to help me towards the big concert I'm going to tonight, donate to my Cash App. My Cash App is $Dylan Blurton. My Cash App link will also be in the description. So, the Braves season has ended, and it was a very disappointing season. And before I continue, y'all excuse me for a moment. Actually, I can do this. But yeah, the Braves had a very disappointing season this year. They finished with a record of 76 and 86, with many of the star players having disappointing seasons. Injuries affected them again. Injuries affected them again. And like I said, Brian Snitker has decided to step down and retire, which means next year the Braves will have a new manager. There were just points in this season where the Braves looked like one of the worst teams in baseball. The pitching at times was not good. The offense especially was not good for a lot of the year. I mean when the offense, when the team finally got going, it was already too late. The division was out of reach, and even the wild card spots were out of reach. But yeah, like I said, pitching wasn't good at times, especially in the bullpen, especially at the beginning of the year. The Braves started the year 0-7. That hurt. Then there were a couple times where the Braves lost like 13 out of 15 and like 19 out of 20. Something like that. Where they went on these losing streaks and skids, and it just buried them in the standings, in the division and the wild card. I mean, like they just got buried. Like, and then a lot of the star players had disappointing seasons, and then by the time they finally got it going, it was too late. At one point, the entire starting rotation was on the injured list. Like, every pitcher in the starting rotation when the season started at one point was on the injured list. Chris Sale got hurt. Spencer Swallenbach got hurt. Ronaldo Lopez got hurt. Spencer Strider got hurt, and Grant Holmes got hurt. And then there were times where the bullpen just kept blowing games, especially Raisel Iglesias. Now, he finally got it going in the second half, especially in August and September. But boy, in the first half of the season, he was rough. He was not good at all. I mean, he was giving up home runs left and right. There was one time, it might happen more than once, but I don't remember. But there was one time, there was one game where the Braves blew a big lead in the ninth inning against the Arizona Diamondbacks at home. And yes, it was pathetic. And so, going into this offseason, like I said, the Braves will have a new manager, and they need to make a good hire. Some of the names that I've heard is the bench coach, Walt Weiss, which I do understand why he would be in consideration, because he does have managerial experience. So I get that. I've heard other names I've heard is Mark DeRosa, David Ross, and then one name that I've heard, it's completely out of left field, is Tennessee Vols baseball coach Tony Vitello. Now, me personally, as a Tennessee fan, I would like that, but the reason I don't think that's going to happen is because Tony Vitello does not have Major League Baseball coaching experience. And so, because of that, I think Tony Vitello becoming the manager of the Braves is highly unlikely. Not only that, it would probably take quite a bit of money to get him from Tennessee. So I think whoever the Braves hire, it's going to be someone that has Major League Baseball coaching experience. But in the offseason, the Braves need to spend money. We need the Braves. Alex Anthopoulos cannot sit on his hands this time like he did last year. Look what happened because of that. Alex Anthopoulos and the Braves need to spend money. We need to bolster this bullpen. We could use a couple more bats. Maybe even another starting pitcher. If the Braves are serious about contending next year, prove it this offseason by spending money. Because it's something that they should have done last year. And look what happened. But they didn't, and look what happened. And I said this last year. The Braves training staff needs to be looked at because once again, there were way too many injuries this year. Way too many injuries. And that needs to be looked at. That needs to be looked at. Alright, well, I said the Major League Baseball playoffs are going on right now. Quite honestly, like if you want to ask me who do I want to win the World Series, my answer is very simple. Anyone but the Philadelphia Phillies. Anyone but the Philadelphia Phillies. And it's not because of the Phillies themselves. It's because of Philly fans. Look, Philly fans already got a Super Bowl with the Eagles this year. They don't need to be any more cocky and arrogant by getting a World Series. Because Lord knows that Philly fans are already cocky and arrogant. And then where you're hiding will be obnoxious on here. And so, anyone but the Phillies. Anyone but the Phillies. Anyone but the Phillies. So, like I said, the Braves need to make a good hire at manager and then spend money in this offseason and contend for next season. Please, Braves, please. Because you didn't spend money last offseason and look where it got you. You want to contend for next season? Spend money. So, that's all I got on the Braves in this video. That's all I got. There will be a bunch of videos uploaded to my channel tonight. Because like I said earlier in the video, I'm going to a big concert tonight. I will be taking pictures and videos, so I will be uploading a bunch of videos from that concert to my channel later tonight. And like I said earlier, if anyone would like to help, would like to donate to my Cash App for that concert, you're more than welcome to, but no one is obligated to. So if no one wants to, that is perfectly fine with me. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video, and I will see you in the next one.